And we're live. So welcome back to week 2 of my podcast. Here today, this week, we have Godaholic.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, dude?
I am fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, cheers. It's quite late tonight. Quite
Yeah.
late. Obviously, I having to do this after I finish work. Otherwise, I would have done it a lot earlier in the day. Um, I've been really busy recently as well. Like today, and I'm gonna be really busy tomorrow because I've got to pack for my holiday.
hmm
Um, So everything's just been busy recently, trying to make sure I do like a video every day, and that's been going good for like the past week. I've been doing like a video every day, but then that's going to slow down once I go on holiday.
Yeah, I've been trying to upload a daily because I think for the past 2 weeks or so I've actually been uploading daily, but I can't remember when it was. I uploaded daily for the past 2 months, and then I just
Yeah.
randomly stopped, and now I've been getting back onto track with that.
If you upload like daily, I find that you get a lot more, not just subscribers, but people will like comment on your videos, liking it and everything. Like you get a lot more interaction with people. Whereas if you don't upload daily, then people don't as often interact with you.
Yeah, because and I also feel like if you have a certain time that you upload, because I think I upload about around 12 o'clock British time,
Yeah.
and I think people tune in to like when I'm to watch one of my videos. It's like they'll specifically wait for me to upload at that time because they know that's the time I'm going to upload.
Yeah.
I don't just upload at random times, so I think that helps.
That's the one thing that I don't do. Like I upload when I can, basically.
hmm
I'm very limited at the moment. My laptop isn't the greatest, and not only that, like I have like at the moment, like if I go on my computer, out of 440 gig, I have 4 gig like space. 4 gigabyte isn't a lot,
Yeah,
especially when I have to, get gameplay footage. Sometimes if I want to record for like an hour, that's like more than 4 gig. So I don't even know where most of my memory is, but um, I've got
well,
limit. Yeah, I have limitations on my memory basically as well, which somehow anyway, but it's annoying.
I recently just got a new PC, so that's like really helped my memory and all that.
I've only got like a laptop, nothing like special or anything,
Yeah.
but I upload when I can. Like, and if I have a video, normally I don't upload it on a set time, which maybe I should try and think about. But so, for instance, I started doing top 5 videos, and I've done them now for the past 9 weeks.
hmm
And I got because I'm going on holiday and I'll be away like next week. I've got next week's already set out and sorted. So I'm gonna have like a friend of mine upload it for me when I'm away, and so that's 10 weeks worth of video right there. And every week that I upload it on a Wednesday, mainly because if something comes out on a Tuesday from a track trailer or something, maybe I can make like a top 5 on that.
Yeah, that's
Um,
actually smart. Yeah.
yeah, and I upload it normally whenever I wake up, 11 or 12 maybe in like midday. But
So
I
it'll
don't.
just be a random time.
Yeah, it's not like a set. Oh, I tune into this channel at this time because I know he's going to upload. It's sort of just whenever I wake up.
Yeah, there's a YouTuber called Azura, and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
always uploads a similar time to me. So as soon as I've finished uploading, I will know to check his channel to see if he's got a new upload. Like I don't check my subscriptions. It's a weird thing. I'll check a certain channel like one at a time. It is time consuming, but I kind of memorize what times they upload, and I'll click on their channel at that certain time to see if they've got a new video.
Right, okay. Because I don't know if you know Quabblecop, Jelly, and Slogo Man.
I
They
do
do,
know who
yeah.
Quabblecop and Slogo Man are. Yeah.
Right, well, Jelly is like basically their friend as well. They play a lot with him, and you would have probably heard his voice or whatever.
Yeah, I probably have at one point. Yeah.
I've noticed that those three, all 3 of them upload 2 videos a day, and I've noticed that they all upload at 6 p.m. English, like UK
Yeah.
time, and the other one's like 2 p.m. or like 1 p.m. or something around there. Because the way I do it, I go on my sub box and then I refresh it every now and
Oh,
then
okay.
that's how I sort of see when people upload videos when they go live streaming or whatever. PewDiePie has like quite a specific time as well when he uploads a video.
Yeah, it always seems to be like right in the afternoon, like right as it turns afternoon. I don't know why, but it always
Yeah.
seems to be that kind of time.
Whereas for me, like I thought about timing and things, but like I normally just upload a video when I can because a lot of the time I don't like waiting for that video just to come out an hour later. I just want to get it out there as soon as.
Now, the only reason I really upload late is because I'm going to be honest, I'm not the greatest at editing, and
Yeah.
because I'm not the best at it, my videos used to always come out late, and I think it's kind of turned into a routine now, where that's what my subscribers are expecting from me. So I've kind of made that my like time to upload.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I guess with like my subscribers, I haven't yet set like a specific time. Although, like I said, for my top 5 videos, I do them a day or two before. Like, I just uploaded the most recent one, which is to do with like what we want in DLC 3.
Yeah.
That was actually done before the trailer. So in it, I said like, oh yeah, we want the PPSH to return, and then like the trailer came out, and then we know it returns. But
Oh
I
yeah, but
just,
it was uploaded after the trailer. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But I decided to upload it anyway because it's sort of like, well, we still want it.
Yeah.
Um,
I was
but
a
yeah,
bit I was a bit annoyed because I recorded my gameplay reaction. Not It's not really a gameplay, but I recorded my reaction to the trailer. I was in a party with two of my friends on PlayStation, and we recorded our reactions to the trailer. And I can't find the video at all. So I was
really,
going to upload that because I remember when I first saw the PPSH and my voice was breaking left, right, and centre. Like I was really happy, but and
yeah.
it was really funny, but I couldn't find it at all.
Yeah, that's weird. Try and record like another video because normally it will tell you like where the directory is, like where it put it on the computer.
Yeah, I was gonna like fake a reaction, like just to like get one out there, but I
Yeah,
thought it
yeah.
wouldn't be the same. So
No, like normally you can sort of tell.
yeah,
And like I watched almost every single YouTuber's reaction after when mine because I did mine, but because I did it with my actual camera, I put it on my computer. I then edited it together. I had like a 13-minute video on my laptop. It took me 3 hours to render it,
hmm
so that's why mine came out a lot later than other people's. But while it was rendering, I went on my PlayStation 4 and then I was watching other people's reaction because I wanted to see mostly what they would say about the PPSH.
yeah. I think there was a video on the Glitching Queen and Mr. T Lexify's channels, which actually
Mm,
had a bunch of reactions.
yeah, yeah,
So everyone getting the PPSH and the Smith plays, like that was the funniest stuff. I feel.
yeah, yeah. I saw all of them individually, and I'm not gonna name names, but there was a couple of people I feel like they sort of faked it a little bit, like they sort of hyped it up more than just to try and get a bit more of a reaction.
Yeah, there's few YouTubers that ain't as popular as the bigger ones. I've got like I'm sub to a few people with like 10k subs, so they're not as popular as most of the big YouTubers. And I
Yeah,
watched their reactions, and there's a few of them which I'm not gonna say their names or anything, but I feel like they did not like that wasn't the first time they watched it.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Whereas for me, I don't know about if it's their first time watching it or whatever, but it was more to do with um, overreacting at that tad bit just to try and get a bit more of a lively reaction, I guess.
Yeah,
With my reaction, mainly because it was really loud in my ears and everything, I just didn't know what to say. I couldn't really talk that well. So I was there like, oh my god, and everything. Um, and a PPSH, and I was just there like, that's the one. Like I was just happy with that. And
well,
then
in the main trailer, I didn't even notice most of the guns. I think the NX Shadowclaw and the PPSH were the only two like new weapons that I actually noticed. I didn't notice the ray gun. My friend pointed that out to me,
right,
and I didn't notice the FAMAS.
did you see my video I put up today where the L4 Siege is also
Oh
in the?
yeah, it was on Instagram. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I found that out by you actually. That's actually quite
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and I like how Call of Duty. I don't know why they did it. Must be like you follow us on Instagram. You're like
Yeah,
fans, so we'll give you something extra. But it's pretty cool how they do that because obviously you wouldn't know that unless you followed them on Instagram. So that'd be like a secret unless you obviously follow them on Instagram.
yeah. Personally, I don't have an Instagram, but what I thought it could have been was they were gonna put that in the trailer, but they decided to put like just say the NX Shadowclaw or a different weapon in
Yeah,
the trailer to replace it.
yeah, yeah. And I find it quite interesting. I now follow them on like multiple social networks:
Yeah.
Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, just in case for the next DLC or next trailer that they'll probably do the same thing.
hmm
It's just by chance I sort of looked at my Instagram, and I saw it, and it just sort of automatically plays on your phone. So
Yeah,
so I started watching it. I was like, wait a second. So then I did a bit of like looking up because I don't know the multiplayer weapons or anything like that, and then I found out what gun it was.
I honestly, I haven't played multiplayer at all. I think I'm like level 40 something. I do not play multiplayer at all.
I'm Prestige 2, but only because there was like a point in Zombies where just before the Ice and Dragon came out, I was a bit bored.
Yeah.
So I went up with my friends because I had about 5 or 6 other friends who would also go on and play multiplayer, and they're like at the moment they're like 10th Prestige or something. So I thought I'd play with them, um, and they all go for that Dark Matter. I just don't have the time to go for Dark Matter.
Yeah, recently I've actually been moving to different games like GTA 5 just because Zetsubo Nashima's just not doing it for me. It's actually, honestly, I'd say it's a pretty boring map. Like, I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
a lot of people give it lots of hate, and I know it's a better map than people make it out to be. But I've been moving on to other games. I've not played Zombies in about 2 days now, which isn't like me, honestly. But
I've been playing GTA a lot as well, like because I have GTA on my Xbox, so I play with my Xbox friends like in real life, not from YouTube or whatever. So I play with my friends, obviously in real life and stuff, on the Xbox with GTA, and it's just really cool how I can go from one console to another and play different games. But I've really been enjoying GTA, and I would cover that content, but then I don't want to try and cover too much content because I know GTA has a lot at the moment, and
yeah,
I feel sort of behind and all of that. Like I don't really know that much. I don't have the money to like afford anything to show people like the full extent of the DLCs in GTA.
well, I actually did a video about 3 or 4 days ago, and it was on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and it was going to be called like revisiting Advanced Warfare or something, and I was on multiplayer. But
Yeah,
I actually ended up deleting that video. One, because I said a load of things which I didn't know, like I'd say this gun's this, and it's
right.
not
Yeah,
because I'm not a big multiplayer guy. But another one is just I didn't feel like I did enough. Like it might sound weird, but because I'm not like known for multiplayer, like I don't play multiplayer really at all. I just felt like the video wasn't for me. Do you know what I mean? Like for
yeah,
me,
yeah. I do that with videos as well. So I'll make a video, and every single video that I make, I'll watch it before I upload it.
yeah,
I'll watch it. If I feel like it's good enough, I'll upload it. After I upload it, I will then watch it again. Unless it's like an hour or something. Like my last podcast, I didn't watch it all the way through. I just sort of skipped through to make sure things were okay. But anything up to like 15, 20 minutes, I'll watch all the way through to make sure that everything's okay. Um, and there's always something that maybe I don't like or whatever. But if there's something I don't like, I won't upload it and I'll try and change it or something. And a couple of times in my like top 5 videos, I'll notice that what I said in one of the like number 3, I'll say something wrong. So I have to then go back, re-record the audio, make sure that I say something that's correct. Otherwise, people just pick up and put in the comments, oh you're wrong. Fact check your stuff and all that.
yeah. That's a big problem with me. I use Audacity to record, and if you
Yeah,
notice in some of my videos, it actually doesn't sound like I'm speaking the whole thing, and that's because I cut loads of things out because I'm pretty sure, as you can tell now, I stutter an awful lot.
yeah,
So I've got to cut out so many things. So it's not non-edited commentary. Like it's not me talking normally through the whole thing. It's
yeah.
I do cut out a lot of commentary from Audacity.
For me, right, the way I make a video, I write up a script. So unless it's like a reaction or something, or with the reaction videos, I'll normally break down the trailer. That genuinely is live when I'm recording the video. I won't read off a script. If I'm doing a top 5 or a theory video or anything like that, where I'll need facts or whatever, I'll write up a script, word for word or just about, and I'll read it off. And then I'll read it off, microphone all hooked up and everything. I'm really bad at doing that. Like, I could make like long videos similar to what Glitching Queen had the other week, where like bloopers basically,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and I get so frustrated. Like I curse and everything. Like I try and read a line, and I feel like I write it in the way that I talk, but when I come to reading it off the paper, I get my tongue twisted up. I just can't read it.
That's something I feel I lack. Is the fact that I don't use scripts at all. I think I do need to start using scripts. Like, I think one video, like just recording my voice will probably take about an hour, just because I always get muddled up with what I'm saying because I do it from the top of my head.
Yeah,
Sometimes I will go back. Like I think I did a top 5 maps, and Carrier, I didn't know a lot about that because that was in my top 5. So
yeah,
I searched that up and found out a few facts about that. But besides like checking now and again, I don't have scripts, so I won't. I just do it off the top of my head.
I do my scripts on Google Docs. I assume you probably know how to use that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's like an online Word basically. So because it saves everything automatically, you don't have to worry about if your laptop crashes or anything like that. So yeah,
Oh,
it's just
that'd be horrible.
it's just convenient. My scripts are normally about a page to 2 pages long. Sometimes it can be a bit daunting just try and start it up, knowing that you'll probably be there for the next 15 minutes trying to read off a script.
Yeah, I know. I was. I think I've told you this before, but I was going to start my own podcast, and I still am.
Yeah,
But I have got on a notepad on my laptop, actually, not on my PC, but on my laptop, I've got a notepad, and it's got like 4 or 5 questions that I'm going to ask in that podcast. So that is kind of where I'm starting off with the scripts, and I think I'm going to gradually improve. And I think it's honestly, I think it comes down to the video, and then I just can't be bothered looking up stuff. I think that's like I need to.
yeah. Um, so when I write my script, I'll start recording and I'll write everything in the script just to make sure that I get it in. I'll write the intro. The intro I say in almost every one of my videos. I slightly change in some videos, but hey, how's it going and everything like that. I'll put in the outro, which I say in absolutely every single one of my videos as well.
Mhm.
And then I've got like the middle bit, which is obviously the main bit that people come to the video for. But I write the script mainly to make sure that I talk more formally. I don't stutter. I don't go, oh yeah, this, and little bits and bobs of that to make sure I don't like swear to be like, oh damn, yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's. Oh, go on.
yeah, I was just gonna say because otherwise, if I didn't have a script, I'd probably more likely be stuttering over my words and everything. But when I read off a script, I have to do like 1 or 2 sentences at a time. Then I mess up. Then I have to, you know, read on from a sentence, and then in editing, I have to just chop loads of different like audio bits together and put it together to make it seem like one speech.
Well, there's so many times while I'm recording that I'll just pause for like 10 seconds and I'll probably swear while I'm trying to think. And then,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, because like you just can't think of what you're going to say next. And then I'll cut that bit out so it's like not in the video, but there will literally be about 10, 15 seconds where I'm just either stuttering or I just don't know what to say at all.
what I do sometimes I have a sentence and it feels like a tongue twister. So I'll read it and then I can't get past a certain word or something like that. And I'll read it again and again and again. 10 times read it, I still can't get it right. I'll then take like a 10-second breather and just say like, calm down before I get really angry or whatever. Well, not angry, but just annoyed at the fact I
Yeah,
can't get past this little bit in the script. Relax a bit. Probably say like, for F's sakes or whatever, to myself, just try and,
yeah.
relax. And then I take a breather, probably take a drink, look, and then try it again. And if I still can't do it, then, try and reword it a bit. But it's funny how frustrated I get when trying to read off a script when I can't do it.
The only videos I've actually ever sworn is my live streams, and that's because you cannot edit live streams. I actually get
Yeah.
angry or wound up at zombies very quickly, or when I don't know what to say, I'll get like swear. I swear quite a bit. So in live streams, I'll swear quite a lot, but in videos, I know I can just cut them out. So that's why I never swear in videos.
Yeah. I used to swear quite a lot actually. Then I figured that, I always had the mindset like I don't really want to swear because I know YouTube has a lot of younger audiences and it
Yeah,
bad influence and everything else. That's just my own personal opinion. I know some channels really don't care, and I've watched quite a few YouTubers who obviously they don't care about the language, which is fine. Everyone's different.
yeah,
But personally, I don't feel like I need to swear so much. Like once or twice is okay. So then it's for emphasis. But
yeah. I think the last time I actually swore was a live stream I did on the Rainbow Perk Challenge. I think it was about a week ago, and
yeah,
the only time I swore was when I went down because I was angry. But besides that, I limit the words I can say. So like just I like there's a lot of times where I'll say like the S word or something or the F word, but I'll double like I'll think should I really be saying that, and then I'll like try
yeah,
to replace it with a different word.
yeah. Like oh, for frig's sake or something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
There's like in my trailer reaction, there's quite a few points when I just had to go. That looked badass. Like I know
yeah,
it's not quite swearing, but I think Americans, for instance, they find badass a bit more of a swear word than what we do in England.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But at that point, I didn't want to like stutter because it was like a one long take. So I was like, it's badass. Like I just couldn't think of any other word to say. So I was like, yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah,
But
well, sometimes I swear in different languages just to like, just so, because I know most of my viewers are from either the US, the UK, like English-speaking countries.
yeah,
So I feel like if I swear in a different language, I won't know. I know there's some people, there might be like a German like watching, but
yeah.
I think if I swear in a different language, then it won't be as
Yeah.
honest.
I thought about that, and I haven't done so yet on a video where I swear in a different language. But I could do if I wanted to. But
Yeah.
I've gotten used to now, like talking without having to swear so much. Like it sort of impacts on me in life as well. Like I don't really swear that much when I'm at work or something. The only time when I swear in daily speech now is when I'm like drunk or like when I'm drinking with my friends. I don't really care, so I just, I'll just say whatever.
Yeah, I'm really cautious about what I say because I, it's not that I don't think swear words are bad because they obviously are, but
Yeah.
they'll come out randomly. So like I'll be saying that car is, and then I'll say the F word, awesome, and I won't realize I'm saying it, but it'll just come out.
Yeah, that's like me when I've been like drinking. But at
Yeah,
that point, like I don't really mind. I think on YouTube, you're like putting yourself out there as what people see of you on YouTube is what people assume you are.
yeah,
I don't want to be seen as this person who has to swear all the time because like I can always find a word around it or something.
yeah. My brother actually, I think this was about an hour ago, but he was watching a FIFA YouTuber, and all I could hear constantly was the F word. Like there was no cuts.
Yeah, when I was saying a second ago about there are some YouTubers who I watch who constantly swear. It's
Yeah,
mostly FIFA YouTube like KSI,
yeah,
Road Ashore, and that bunch of like I say again, like it's not bad, and I think I would probably be the same if I was a FIFA YouTuber, just because that's what they all do, I guess. Um, but yeah, it's just like they all swear, and people like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, they all swear as well, so it's not like a bad thing. It's just personally, I feel like I don't need to. But like Noah J, he like never swears.
I was actually about to say, I feel like some YouTubers, and I'm not saying this is personally me, although it could be, but I feel like some YouTubers don't swear because other big YouTubers don't. So, like, I know a lot of people in the zombies community do not swear, and I feel like that could be affected because of the fact that Noah J and Mr. Dalek JD and all the big YouTubers, you never hear them swearing. So I feel like that may carry over, because it might influence you to not swear. But
Codename Pizza, he doesn't either.
yeah, yeah.
Although I have heard Mr. Waffle Waffle saying the F word before.
I actually never have heard him swear, so that's...
When they were doing the Eisendracher Easter egg, Waffles, Noah, Money Talks, and I think, was it Rad Austin?
I've never actually no. I have heard Rad Austin swear a few times, but I've never heard Mr. Ruffles talk. Swear rather.
I believe that was the group who first did the Eisendracher Easter egg for the first time ever, 2 days after it came out, and I was watching it live, and there was Mr. Ruffle. I was watching Noah's stream, and he went up, got the summoning key, the MPD. I think it's the summoning key, or I can't remember.
Yeah.
But he picked it up, and he was like, "What do I do with this? Where do I put it down?" He's like, "This is the last step of the Easter egg." He randomly went over to the computers. He placed it down, and he was like, "Guys, look what I've done." And then all you hear is quote unquote Mr. Ruffles going, "What the fuck did you do?" And it's just like, oh my god. Like, I think it was like 3 a.m. in England. So obviously, Waffles must have been quite tired, but it was just the funniest thing hearing him swear.
I feel like because it was a live stream and he was excited, he couldn't help it. Like if that was a video, you could easily just cut that out.
Yeah.
But, yeah. If you're excited, sometimes you just can't help it.
I've heard Noah say pissed at the worst.
I know a lot of people donate to him just to hear him swear or say a bad word. I think in one of his SpongeBob streams, there was like 8 or 9 people. Well, maybe about 3 or 4. I'm probably exaggerating there, but they had usernames which had swear words or like racist words in them, just to try to make him say them.
Yeah, like he'll normally cut out that part and he'll call that person by like one part of the name that isn't a swear word. That's what I normally do. So, if someone was called like effed up, for instance, I don't know what they'd be called effed up, but I'd just be like, hey, up, how you doing?
Yeah.
But yeah, there was one stream before Zetsubo came out. There was Noah doing a stream on where he was like in what's the TV show, like 24 Lost or something. I think it was based off of Lost, and it was in like a jungle, and he's there going, "This is going to be similar to Zetsubo no Shima." And in the stream, he was having really bad connection problems. He was lagging everywhere. Like the stream would cut out, go back in, and then Noah obviously realized he was looking at the chat, and then he was just there going, "I'm so pissed." He was like, "I can't be. I'm done."
Yeah.
And you could tell he was really annoyed. But like it was a bit of a surprise hearing me from saying the word piss. I think it's because of the impact of always listening to them not swearing, and then all of a sudden, like, it comes out.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I get what you mean by saying like bigger YouTubers influence smaller YouTubers,
Yeah.
which is why I feel like as well it's quite important that you know you put yourself out there to be who you want to be. Like
Yeah.
that's why I don't use swearing that much, to be honest.
I think it's lagging, but he swears quite a bit, and sometimes you don't realise it. But he's a pretty popular YouTuber, and I think
Yeah.
one of the only major zombies YouTubers that will actually swear when he wants to. Like he doesn't cut it out.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of one right now, but I can't think of like Jimbathy. I know apparently from the videos I've seen, he swears quite a lot.
Oh yeah, I think Zetsubo Nishima, he did a PhD troll Easter egg,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Oh my f, there's a PhD machine here," and he does swear quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't really think of any other zombie YouTubers. Like Smith Plays, he does now and then. He does it sort of how I would like to do it. He
Yeah.
just yeah, he just does it when he feels like it,
Yeah, I
but
feel like
not too
he
much.
does smaller swear words. Like he won't say the massive ones, but he'll say like bastard or something. Basically, he'll say
Yeah.
something that's not as bad, but still a swear word. Basically, he'll think.
He was this is what one video, and he was like it was like a prank like top five like troll top five type of video like parody I guess, and it was just called like top five wankers in the zombies community.
Oh yeah, and that's like Dave the Raven, all that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I found that quite funny because he's there like, and he's such a big wanker. It's just like,
Yeah, like wanker's not a word that's like major, but it's still
Yeah.
a swear word, and it's small, but you'll still hear him say it.
it's just funny,
Yeah.
like listening to him say it.
I can't remember who he put at number third. I know he put Mr. T Lexify like third or second, but I can't remember who he put first. Wait, did he put the Smith? He put himself first. Didn't he?
Himself, yeah.
Yeah.
But going off topic a bit, what was your thoughts on the PPSH, the Raygun Mark III, and some of the other new bits that we're going to be getting in DLC 3?
So first of all, I just want to say the new ray gun. I do believe it's going to be a ray gun. I'm not saying it's not, but as you know, you saw Dempsey in the trailer and he was shooting them, but one
Yeah.
side of like the dual wield guns was not shooting. I
Yeah.
feel like that was the front of the gun, and you can attach it. I think it's going to be a ray gun, like mixed in with the wave gun. Now I know, like that seems very far fetched, but I feel like it looks to me at least like you could detach it and attach it. So it's going to be like a wave gun / ray gun kind of thing.
So I saw a video earlier on by the Gaming Revolution, and he said that somebody messaged him saying that they'd actually played the map, and they told him a load of different things about the guns and different aspects. They told him how to open up Pack-a-Punch, for instance, and he had it on the video. I didn't watch the whole video because I didn't really want to spoil it for me. And he said in obviously it's not confirmed or anything, but he said in that, I don't know if you want me to say or not, but what the two ray gun uses are.
Oh yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, obviously, so he said apparently the right one was firing a normal ray gun bullet. The other one was to slow down zombies, I think it was.
That would actually be a very a cool effect, but honestly, in my mind, I just feel it looks a lot like the wave gun. Now, I was going to ask a question.
I said that in my thing as well, actually, a lot like the wave gun.
Yeah. Did you? I'm not sure if you know, but because you may have been at work or something, but I know about an hour ago from now, there was a massive row or the community were in a shock because the glitching queen, one of the glitching queen's apparent friends, actually got the ray gun Mark III's out of the box on the Giant, but his game crashed, and everyone's been trying to find it since. Now, I
Really?
obviously don't believe it, yeah, but the glitching queen did do a stream on trying to find the ray gun, and she was like, "Oh, it might actually be fake. I'm not sure, but honestly, I don't believe that that actually happened." But I've just seen if you knew.
Right, I haven't actually checked. No, I didn't realize. I didn't check Twitter or anything like that, so I don't know. Um,
But there was a video of him, and he got the ray guns out of the box, like you could see them, and they could be real for all I know, but he gets them out of the box, and as soon as he picks them up, he's got them dual wield, and the game crashes. Like just
Right.
before he's about to like put them on the screen, his game crashes, which I find a bit odd, to be honest. But
that is quite weird. That'd be quite interesting to try and recreate though. Like if someone does manage to recreate it.
I was thinking, obviously the DLC comes out on the 12th of June.
Yeah.
I would like, and I know Chat probably won't do something like this, but I would like them to either release the Raygun Mark III, the PPSH, or something early on the rest of the maps, like maybe
Yeah.
a week before the DLC comes out, so it'll give us something to do. Because if I've got to be honest, besides like breakdowns and all that, my content is like going down and down and down. I'm struggling for ideas.
Yeah.
But as soon as that DLC comes out, I'm just going to be storming with videos.
For ideas, I try and go out there and I try and think, what do people want to know, what do people not know so far, and I try and connect things together. And a lot of what I put out at the moment are theories, but they're theories that could easily happen, and in my opinion, are theories that would be the case. Like today, I uploaded a video with the F4 Siege, and then it explained later on like connections and things.
Yeah.
The way that how the Weasel might know Nikolai because they used to sell alcohol, and Nikolai, likes his vodka, so there's that connection there.
Yeah.
A lot of people wouldn't realise that, they just wouldn't look into the backstory of why they're in Alcatraz, but they're in Alcatraz, they were arrested originally because they did a lot of illegal activities, one of which was the illegal alcohol.
Yeah.
So obviously a lot of people wouldn't even realise. So that's how I try and find and make content. I try and just make content I think is relevant so far in the storyline. I think that people don't know too much about.
Yeah, what I do quite a lot of the time is I'll go on to my subscriptions every now and again. I don't often, I've got to be honest, but I'll go on my subscriptions and I'll try to find a zombies video, and I won't copy it completely, but I'll try to get ideas. Like I watch 2 or 3,
Yeah.
and if I think like I think it was yesterday, I did a new video on a new perk possibly come into
Yeah.
the new map, and I can't remember what, I think it was like Jedi King or something. He's got like 7,000 subs, but I'm subbed to him, and I saw him do a video on it, and I kind of changed it a little bit, but I did a very similar video. He kind of inspired me, if you want to say that, to make a video.
I think like everyone does that in some way. Like I would as well. Like if I find something, I wouldn't just make a video on it just because. But I make a video on it if I feel like it has some relevance, or if I feel like that theory might have some truth, or if that perk machine might actually be a perk machine, then I'll make a video. If I don't think that, then I won't bother making a video, because then it won't be my own true thoughts.
Yeah, I honestly, if the video, like, I can't be bothered, like, if I don't find it interesting, like, just say I'm doing a theory, and, just say, like, obviously we know the PPSH is, like, here now, but just say there was, like, is the PPSH coming to DLC 3, but I didn't think it was, I would not make a video on it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like,
That's how I try and make my videos as well. Like all the theories I put out, they're not just random theories, random like babbling. They're like what I actually think, and all from little bits and bobs, like looking on the Call of Duty wiki page to find the backstories of different characters or different maps, to watching different YouTubers talking about their ideas, their theories, and then that might trigger something in my mind, being like, oh, they didn't mention this, but this might be a possibility, or something that then I put in my mind, and that's when I start writing up my scripts.
yeah, right. There's something weird that I want to ask you.
Yeah,
What do you feel about the zombies having red eyes? Like, do you think there's anything going on there between that and Mob of the Dead?
Yeah. So I explained again in my video earlier on, but basically, red eyes. We've only seen red eyes in Mob of the Dead. in Mob of the Dead, we're not 100% sure who are controlling the zombies, but I feel like whoever is controlling the zombies must be the same controller, the same announcer as the person who's controlling him in God Crovey.
Yeah.
I was watching Brad Austin's video earlier about the same topic, and
Yeah, I actually watched that. Yeah.
and he actually like went into a bit more depth. Like he said like how the color of the eyes doesn't actually matter, but what interested me the most was how he went into the color of the eyes of the zombies a bit more than everyone else has. He said you can get green eyes when they're turned, you can get orange eyes from Buried, I think it was, and you can get white eyes from Shangri-La. And I was there thinking, like, I didn't actually know the Shangri-La white eyes. I didn't know the orange eyes from Buried or anything. So it's interesting seeing that there was actually a lot more than I realised.
Honestly, I didn't realise that turned zombies did have green eyes. But
Really?
most YouTubers that I've actually watched, they would gone about like Samantha yellow eyes, Maxis orange eyes, Richtofen blue eyes. But I've never, honestly, I can't remember a YouTuber besides Rad Austin to go through the entire like set, like turned into the special zombies from Shangri-La.
Yeah, I just didn't even think, like, I knew they had green eyes, I just didn't think to include it, because, I don't know, I didn't really use turn that much, so when I was thinking, right, when I was writing the script, I was like, okay, we have the blue eyes, we have the red eyes, we have the, other colour eyes, and then that was it, three main colour eyes, that was it, but, I think it was like him again saying that even the Gobblegum machine has red eyes, or it's been red eyes throughout the entire game. It hasn't changed, but he was saying even they have red eyes. So it's interesting, are they controlled by the same person or announcer who controlled the zombies in Mob of the Dead in Stalingrad?
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's like relevant now at all, but I know just before Black Ops 3 came out, while people were digging into the files online, like as soon as it came out, on Shadows of Evil, the zombies were actually meant to have blue eyes, but they changed it, like, not at the last minute, but it was actually still in the files for the zombies to have blue eyes. I'm not sure if that has any relevance, like, now, but...
Yeah, obviously they must have, like, changed something in the storyline to make that a thing. Because, like, obviously if it was blue eyes, I believe, is it Richtofen? Yeah. So Richtofen would have then originally controlled the Shadows of Evil and, like, the Eisendrache zombies and that. But then Richtofen's also there trying to fight off these zombies, so it'd be a bit weird. So I imagine that somewhere they changed the idea, like, okay, might be weird if Richtofen's fighting zombies that he's also controlling, because then he could just control them to do something else. That's what I'm thinking anyway.
Right, this is a very weird question, but out of Zetsuba no Shima, the Eisendrache, the Giant, if you want to include it, and Shadows, what was your favourite cutscene? Like, ending cutscene.
Oh, favourite cutscene? Yeah, Zetsuba no Shima.
That's the exact same, just because of the blood files, blood files.
Not even because of the blood files. To me, it was, like, I say to me as if it was personal, but it was very emotional. Like, I mean, it's got better every time. The Giants was very standard, like, there was nothing to it, really. Like, you had the intro cutscene, whatever, but... Then the Shadows of Evil 1, the ending cutscene with the Easter egg, it's not that long. You get Richtofen there. Oh my god, Richtofen, but there's not really much else there. The Eisendrache went a bit further out. Oh god, this is amazing, but But I still watched the Zetsuba no Shima ending Easter egg cutscene, and there's something about the music, the way it's composed, the way it's all put together. It's very emotional and very powerful. Like that whole clip.
Honestly, if I had to go out of like coolness and like for the cutscene, if you were taking the blood files out because they weren't actually in the cutscene, I would honestly say Shadows of Evil, because I think it was like very overhyped. Like it was a very short cutscene, but I remember like I think it was a week it took to solve Shadows of Evil's
2 weeks
or 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
And as soon as they found it, because it took longer than all the Easter eggs, it was well hyped. So everybody, like, I remember getting back from school, and there was loads of videos out on it, and I think it was really, really hyped.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't even bother doing the Easter egg, anything to do with the Shadows of Evil Easter egg at that point. I didn't know how my channel was going to go at that point. I just didn't bother with that. I did my own thing. with zombies. I was like trying to do high rounds or challenges or whatever. It was the Eisendrache that got me really into doing storyline info, and I was like, well, I know a lot about the storyline. Why don't I share my ideas? And that's sort of when I sort of got into it. But yeah, the end of Shadows of Evil was definitely very hype for that reason that nobody completed it for ages.
Yeah, Shadows of Evil is the only Easter egg I've actually not completed, and I've only ever attempted to complete it twice. Both times I've actually disconnected from the game. So
Yeah, like I still need to do it. I've never completed it, and I find it quite hard with the flag step. So
I
I need
think
to do that.
I think one of your live streams I actually watched where it glitched out and there was just a limited meatball spawning. So
Yeah, like I'm assuming that's a glitch, just because it was just so crazy, and it doesn't look like that on anyone else's video. Like
yeah,
when I watch tutorials or whatever, like they have one or two meatballs coming in at once, but not like the amount that we had. It was like I don't know, it's just crazy.
yeah, it was like it was never ended.
Yeah, yeah. But definitely the Zetsubo no Shima ending cutscene Easter eggs at the moment. Like DLC 3 could be completely new, completely different, but there was Zetsubo one maybe because of the seppuku, the ritual, suicide ritual, and
Yeah,
the way they did the shakunin and everything else. It was just perfect, and if anything, like I said, the music. Listen to it on with headsets and just listen to the music. It's like it just takes you away, and like I said, really emotional.
I I think Joe Eisendrach's Easter egg, honestly, if the rockets firing at the moon was a cutscene, I think that would have made it better. I know a lot of people probably won't have the same opinion as me, but I feel like that would be better because I think although it's good because it's kind of the opposite of Moon, like, and obviously you want to experience it like Moon, like Moon was experienced.
Yeah,
I feel like if they changed it up from because it looks very similar to Moon, it's basically the exact same, just on a different map. But I feel
yeah.
like if they like made it a cutscene or changed it up a bit more, then the ending cutscene for Dies and Jack would have been much better.
So here's the thing, though. You have you do the Easter egg on Moon or any Call of Duty Black Ops or Black Ops 2 map, or even well, no, there weren't any on World at War, but
Yeah,
but yeah, you do any Easter egg previous to Black Ops 3, and you literally do the Easter egg, and that's it. There's no cutscene as far as I can remember on any map. Um, I could be wrong because I haven't done all of them. I've only done like Moon, Shangri-La, Ascension. I think I've done, and one of the others, but I've never seen a cutscene on there. All of a sudden, you have Shadows of Evil with a small cutscene, but I believe that Eisendrache was the first one with like the huge, storyline filled info cutscene. So it's similar to Moon. You blow up the moon rather than the Earth, but it's similar in the way that you're stood there, you're watching the rockets blow it up. You think, oh, okay, this is the end of the Easter egg. Boom, cutscene. You're like you just sort of don't expect it the first time, and that's when like you see them walking towards, and that's a very big, like crucial moment. Like you realize that what's happening. Basically, that's why I feel like they didn't have that in the cutscene.
yeah. I had to mute my mic so much through that because my family members have just come upstairs. But
Okay,
yeah, the only Easter egg out of I think every Easter egg I've not completed would actually be Ascensions and Shangri-La. So the only two Easter eggs I've never completed.
never completed.
Yeah.
Shangri-La's. It took me. So I had like me and one friend. Like say he was the friend I did all the other Easter eggs with. We just wanted to do as many as we could. So we had to still find two other people to do all of the Easter eggs. So they were all like 4-player Easter eggs. Um, like I said, I've done Moon, Shangri-La. I think I've done Ascension once, and Call of the Dead. That was the other one I did. Call of the Dead. I know I haven't done Mob of the Dead. I haven't done Transit and whatever other maps. I'm pretty sure I haven't done, but
Yeah, I think Shangri-La and Ascension are actually the only two maps I never did. But Call of the Dead's Easter egg, it was very simple. Like I know it's classed as an Easter egg, but I personally thought it wasn't. It was obviously an Easter egg, but it was that easy that I just thought, like you could just do it within, like you could be on like round 30, with like one zombie left, and you'd still be able to do it. Like it
yeah,
was really simple.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, I guess at that point they were trying to make Easter eggs sort of simple and then build their way up to making more complicated Easter eggs.
Yeah, like I know the Easter eggs in like Black Ops 2 and then Black Ops 3 especially are much harder than the ones in World at War. if there even was any, and Black Ops 1.
Yeah, I just remembered Buried and Origins as well, like Easter eggs I've never done.
I've never done the Origins one. I have done the buried Easter egg before. Actually, I know I got stuck on the shooting uh, part in the saloon for a while, but I did do the buried one. But I've never done the Origins one
Yeah.
either. You've just reminded me about that actually.
Um, so yeah, that's Mob of the Dead, Origins, Buried that I haven't done. Transit I've never done. My highest round in Transit is like around 44 though, with my friend. I think it's 44, or like something around there.
Besides the Eisendrache, which is 114, I think it is at the minute. My
Yeah.
highest round on like any other, like besides Black Ops 3, would be I think it was Buried. I got 111 on 110, 111, somewhere around there. But it's you could just camp with a paralyzer.
Yeah, yeah. Like, a little bit of a spoiler. My next top 5 episode is to do with Buried and basically why it's an equal and quite a good map.
Yeah.
And I just had some like quick opinions, I guess, in it. But these were reasons why I like the map. And Paralyzer was in there basically because
All,
I was going to say Paralyzer was a pretty good weapon.
it was. I do think it did get. I think they did patch it because I remember it didn't like have to cool down as much as it does now. So you could literally just hold the button for like well, not half an hour, but I'm exaggerating there. But you could hold the button for like 5 minutes. It
Yeah,
wouldn't even get to like 50. They did patch that in the end, but I remember loads of people got to like 200 and above before the patches came out.
that's
Just,
crazy. I think at that point I was never really a high round person. I was more of play for fun, play with my friend Reese at the time, who I'd always play with. So when it first came out, we were there playing it, and it was like fun. We'd be on it all day and all night. And he was the person I used to play zombies with on my older channel before I got taken down. But the only because with our older channel, we had like a second channel off of that. It's still up on YouTube now, and I had a couple of zombie videos. So the only videos I have of me playing zombies before this channel is me getting to round 44 in Ascension, which is gameplay that I've used recently in some of my videos actually. Just to like to be a bit lazy and like I don't want to play Ascension again just to get the Thunder Gun or just to get Claymores or whatever. So you reuse gameplay, and then there's like a Moon Easter egg gameplay that we did as well, doing the gameplay. So we got those.
Yeah, well, I did a top 5. It wasn't recently, it was about 3 or 4 weeks ago, or top 5 maps. Only 2 of the gameplays were actually mine. The other 2, friends actually lent me the gameplays from their channels.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
And I think first place was from Syndicate. Obviously, if I asked Syndicate, I doubt he'd respond. So
Yeah.
I just put his link in the description, basically, to shout him out.
See, I don't know whether that's like. I know it's copyright if you take someone else's video, put it in your own, like full out. If you but if you showed like 3-4 seconds, say, of someone else's video, is that copyright? Like, can I do you, or is I actually don't know. When it comes to like quite a small amount, like if you're using it for like say educational purposes, like could that one person still say I didn't give you permission? Like, it's a bit confusing when it comes to that.
So I'm just going to quickly say I know off by heart that even if you have like 5 seconds, I think if as long as it's loud enough and you can clearly make it out in the video, either
Yeah.
the audio or the visual content, it can get copyrighted. So if Syndicate wanted to now, he could go to that video that I uploaded, and he could copyright it. I don't think he would, especially
Yeah.
as it's been 4 weeks, but he could if he wanted to. Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Because I don't really take other people's videos and footage and things
sure.
like as tempting as it is, because it's just like easier, but there's always that issue of you could get videos taken down, and I don't really want that. So I try my best to get all the footage myself and make sure that the channel is as much me as possible, as much my own gameplay as possible, and so far I've managed to do that. But sometimes it just takes hours trying to get that one weapon, just try and show it off, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Honestly, if I could go back, I probably would change the first, like the Shangri-La part,
Yeah.
to be either my own or somebody who I know and I've asked and they've allowed me. I do think it was a bit stupid of me to actually take someone's video without asking.
Yeah.
Although I did leave the description, but
Well, if you ever need Shangri-La or anything like that, let me know, because
yeah, okay.
I have now got my Xbox 360 back as well. Like, I have the access to play any zombies map and get the footage for it. So you know, if you need any, just let me know, and obviously I can let you use it.
Yeah, one of the problems I've got at the minute is I'm doing a revisiting series and I want to do Black Ops maps.
Yeah.
But I've got all the DLC for Black Ops 2, all the DLC for World at War. But Black Ops, I've not got any of the DLC. I've got Kino 5, Dead Ops Arcade. That's it. I've
Okay.
not got any of the other maps. So I did, but this is a new Xbox 360 I've got, so I can't.
Yeah, yeah. That sucks. You're gonna have to probably rebuy those.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, at the moment, Zombies is really hyped anywhere. Like DLC 3 is like coming out in a couple weeks, like less than like 12 days, I think it is now.
Yeah.
From when we're recording this right now. So 12 days, probably 11 days by the time this is uploaded. I'm going to upload it tomorrow. But that's coming out soon. Everyone's really hyped. Everything is going like so far, so great. Like there's nobody's really worried about the trailer. Like a lot of people's been saying about the robots, like the flying robots. But other than that, loads of people are like happy with what we're getting.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be a very similar map to Origins. Now I know this is a very out there opinion. Like I'm known for having out there opinions, but
Yeah.
I know when he was shooting the MG42, one of the lights were flashing like on the ground, which
The
looks
red
very
light.
similar. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
looks very similar to the yellow lights there was around the map on Origins, and the red lights. I think there was red lights on Origins as well.
To
But they
warn
look,
you when the robots like walk across the ground.
yeah, exactly. And I feel
Yeah.
like robots will be treading across the landscape basically. So and I know most of them look crashed, and we didn't see gameplay of that. But and honestly, I don't think we've seen gameplay of the Wonder Weapon either. People say the Raygun Mark III is the Wonder Weapon. I don't think we've seen gameplay of it at all.
Probably not, to be honest with you. I don't think the Raygun Mark III will be the Wonder Weapon. I think the Wonder Weapon is the PPSH.
Now, I've been kind of scared about that because I want the PPSH to be normal. I'm pretty sure everyone does.
Yeah, no, it's going to be normal. I was joking, but the Wonder Weapon, I think you're right because Raygun normally a Raygun is a Wonder Weapon, but is not a specific map Wonder Weapon, unless you count it on like Nacto and Toten or the original.
Yeah, but that was
Apple
like the first. It has a ray gun, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure the ray gun's been in every single zombies map. Like, I'm not on about Dead Ops. Like, I'm pretty sure it's been in every single normal zombies map.
It's in Dead Ops as well, I believe.
I'm not sure. Yeah, it's in the second one. I don't think it's in the first one though.
Right. Just trying to go through the maps. I'm pretty sure that you're correct. Like, because it was from Nactor and Toten.
Yeah.
It was in Farak. I think it was just so like loved. It was just like, shoved in every map, and that's probably why it's the most well-known gun as well.
Yeah.
But apparently robots won't be walking over, Gorod Krovi. According to the Gaming Revolutions video, like the guy who's apparently played the map, I don't know whether to believe it, and I clicked off of the Gaming Revolutions video before I spoil anything else for myself because I didn't want anything spoiling basically. But he said,
although I am subscribed to the Gaming Revolution, I've not watched any of his recent videos. I've got to be honest. But
Yeah.
I'm still going to stick to the fact that I do believe robots. But honestly, I think I actually said in my 3 predictions for zombies in the future or something, I said DLC 3 will not take place in Stalingrad. I thought like they'd be on a plane or something, it'd crash somewhere else or something, like it'd be a twist, but that never happened, so I was wondering
Yeah.
about that. I also said there'd be no PPSH, which there is. I'm more happy that there is.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm probably going to be wrong with this prediction as well, but you never know.
But I believe you when you say, because right, like when you're on about we haven't seen the Wonder Weapon gameplay. I'm pretty sure you're correct. Raygun Mark III, the Mark II in Buried wasn't the Wonder Weapon.
Yeah, it was the Paralyzer, yeah.
Exactly. The Mark III probably again is going to be like that, where it's like the Wonder Weapon, but it's not the main Wonder Weapon. That fist thing is most probably going to be the L1R1 specialist weapon. And everything else we saw wasn't really a particular Wonder Weapon type.
So, do you think the Raygun Mark III will be like introduced in every single other map, like it was in Black Ops 2, like it was in Town, Transit, Mob of the Dead, Origins?
That would be good. I would love it if they did it with that, but I'd also love it if they did it with the PPSH.
I was about to say that, yeah.
The Minuteman made a video and I was watching it, and he said like how he would love it if the PPSH was in every Black Ops 3 map, you know, and all these other guns, the MX Shadow Claws, and you know, if they were in every map, that would be great. But I don't think they're going to do that. Maybe for the Mark III, but every other weapon probably not, because they didn't do it for Zetsubo no Shima.
Yeah, because I could just imagine on the catwalk on the Giant with the PPSH, that'd just be overpowered.
Yeah, and with like the Reaper, like when it's upgraded, the Reaper, it's just gonna kill. It's gonna be great, especially that with like Blast Furnace or Deadwire or Turned or you know any of those. It's gonna be brilliant. Not only that, PPSH upgraded to the Reaper with Blast Furnace or Deadwire, whatever you want to have with it, double tap 2.0.
Yeah, I feel, and this, I know I'm probably going to be wrong again, this is another prediction, I've made like 10 of these in just this podcast, but
Yeah.
I feel that the PPSH will not be able to be double packed. I just have a feeling. It's the old OG one, I have a funny feeling that you're not going to be able to double pack a punch it. I don't know why.
It wouldn't be the end of the world, but
I would still use it, honestly.
I mean, I'm more looking forward to it being with double tap. That's just going to be sick, because
Yeah, I think in one of my videos I actually said that when it's, if it's, because I think on World at War there was no double tap 2.0, it was just...
no, it was the original. So like if you tap the trigger once, it would fire 2 bullets, whereas now it'd fire 1 bullet, but like one bullet in your mag. Yeah. But it does actually fire 2 bullets, because if you fire like a sniper, you can see 2 bullets going off, but it only takes away 1 bullet from your mag. So it's pretty cool how double tap works like that now.
You look very closely into the maps, because I've never noticed that with a sniper. I've never shot a sniper and realised there was 2 bullets coming out.
Because I use the Draken a lot, like on the catwalk and things when I play the Giant, like when I used to play it a lot. So like, if you have double tap on the Draken, you can see it quite easily. If you just like do it with a no scope or whatever, just like you can sort of see the directory of 2 bullets sort of going off, and then I assume that'd be how every weapon would be.
Yeah, well, so obviously, like, you've got the Zombies community, and we know DLC 3 is in Stalingrad. Where do you think DLC 4 is going to be? That's something I wanted to ask as well.
Loads of people's been saying it's going to be in Egypt.
Yeah, I've heard that, yeah.
I think I might have made a video. I can't remember if I made a video on it or not, actually, but anyway, loads of people have been saying that, you know, possibly Egypt. There's been quite a few hints as well, if I did make a video on it. Let me just quickly look while I talk as well. But if it's not Egypt, probably Agartha. But then,
yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Right.
Agartha.
So it's, yeah, I had it in my last week's top 5 episode, with like top 5 theories, and one of the theories was that we've had a few hints that you know, DLC 4 would be in Egypt because of certain like symbolism and stuff like that. But Agartha, when Mr. Waffles asked Jason Blundell, have we been to Agartha yet? Have we played in Agartha? He said pass, like he didn't answer the question.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, what's that place in Origins where you go to when you teleport? Is that the Ether, or is that Agartha, or is that like, I'm not actually too sure what that place is.
So, this is another, well, it's not really a prediction, it's more like a theory. But
Yeah.
you know what, on the end, like the Easter egg on Origins, where there's that massive, like when you're in the so-called Agartha, which everyone thought it was for the longest time.
Yeah.
When you like look up into the sky, there's like a massive teleporter and it's sucking everything up. I feel like that is Agartha.
Because for a while, when Jason said that answer of pass, he didn't want to answer it. Obviously, we must have been there somehow, some way, or we must have seen it in some like form. I thought, what's stopping that room that we teleport in Origins to be Agartha? But then I don't know what, because I didn't play Origins that much. I don't know that much about the storyline of it. But I mean, it could be the Ether. I don't know what the Ether is that well, to be honest. But you know, if that's not Agartha, then I can't think of any other map where Agartha could be. But like what you're saying about looking up into the sky, big teleport or whatever, that makes sense.
Yeah, well, I can't remember. I think it was Mr. Rufflewaffles that did a video on this, and it was Jason Blundell, and it was a blinking Morse code, and I found that funny.
That was crazy. The way that they actually translated it, and It's something to do with I am the Doctor. Also, it was like a crazy message. And it's like, how does Jason, like how, even knowing Morse code, how is he able to Morse code blink a message while trying to talk to the camera? Is there going yes, no, like trying to. I was just trying to do it then, and it was just really weird trying to even blink while talking, like blinking in a pattern or whatever. I have looked at Morse code before, but I don't like. I find it confusing how you can put like dots and lines in a blinking or in flashing images or whatever. I haven't looked at it in too much depth, but Jason
Well,
Blundell is a crazy dude.
yeah, he definitely is, and I've got to give credit to the dude who actually solved it because honestly, when I had first glance at that video, although he did blink a lot, I didn't think nothing of it. I just thought maybe if he likes blinking or he might have something in his eye or.
I
But
He had a really like cocky smile to him. So he was there like sort of like smiling, blinking. So I thought something's up here. Like you know what Jason's like. I looked in the comments. Everyone like this is when he first put it up, and everyone was there commenting saying he's blinking awfully weird. He has a really weird blinking pattern. Oh, Milo, is this Morse code or whatever? And a lot of people in the community always say, "Oh, this is Morse code," or that's a cipher when it obviously isn't. But like a lot of people jump the gun at like a lot of things like that. But yeah, solving that cipher or solving that Morse code even must have been like quite exciting.
yeah, there was a lot of interesting questions asked in that the quickfire round. I think it was a
Yeah,
lightning round. That's the one. And one of the questions I was most like happy for was the what was it? The blood vials. That's it. When he said, "Are we going to see more of the blood vials? Are we going to hear more about them?" Sorry, and he actually said yes, which I thought
before
was very
before DLC 4.
yeah. Which I honestly I don't think I think we're going to see them in DLC 4. I don't think we're going to see them in DLC 3. I know
Um,
like the characters do have them, but
yeah.
because we saw it in the trailer. But
Well, because he said before DLC 4, that sort of really means that we will see him in DLC 3.
yeah,
Or
I know.
we'll
Yeah,
we'll find out more in DLC 3. In my video, where I was talking about the Mob of the Dead connections, I feel like with so many Mob of the Dead connections, you've got possibly the Icarus plane, although it's not the one that people see in the trailer. It's like a different plane. You have the Weasel knowing Nikolai somehow.
yeah, he
Um,
hears him in his head. Yeah,
this is obviously Nikolai's map. You have the map called City of Blood. I forgot to mention that in my video. I had to put like a little text overlaid. City of Blood, blood files. There's a connection there,
yeah.
and there were just so many different connections. And with my Mob Dead, the Red Eye zombies, for instance, it's like same type of zombies, same controlled zombies.
Yeah, that's got to be the biggest connection out there.
So yeah, definitely. So I feel like the blood files are going to be quite important in DLC 3. But like, they might not, but I just feel like they will be because of that. Because of Jason's answer, because of all the connections. I can see how the storyline is slowly tying together. There's still a lot of loose ends, but like I can see how it's tying together.
Yeah, we were on the lightning round that Mr. Ruffles did. I keep changing the subject, but on the lightning
Yeah.
round that Mr. Ruffles did, um, I feel like there was a lot of questions that Jason said pass to, even though he could have easily said no. I think he just wanted to make the zombies community like think more, or
Yeah,
maybe more theories.
that would make a lot of sense. Jason is very cryptic like that. Like it makes you think, oh, he said pass, it must mean yes, but not necessarily. Like you said, he might be trying to troll us because we know Jason. Like he is
Yeah.
a big trolling guy. Like who knows? But yeah, I know what you mean. There's a lot of interesting questions asked and answered in that thing. The bold dude in the poster for Ascension, the first strike poster, is not Richtofen.
Definitely not no.
And we'll find out. We should find out in DLC 3, I believe,
Oh yeah, that was another thing. I forgot all about that. That was in the lightning round as well.
because the Ascension poster, it's all in Russia. Ascension's a Russian map. Most things from Ascension should carry over to Gorod Krovi because that's why I did the videos on the backstory of Gersh and Yuri. They're
Yeah,
Ascension characters. We most probably will see them in Gorod Krovi in some way or another for a cipher maybe or through like physical form. So far, we've had ciphers hinting at that. We probably see them. Gersh saying that he sat by a city on fire by a river. So that's probably the ending of the Easter egg, or that's probably something in the actual map itself. Like, it's really confusing, and at the moment, like, it's really exciting, like, not knowing what's happening next.
Yeah, well, I know in at least Black Ops 3, and I know in the older games there's actually some of these, but there's a lot of ciphers that actually haven't been discovered at all. Jason
Yeah,
Randall
yeah.
actually confirmed that, so there could be a lot of storyline details we're actually missing. One of them could say something about the Bold Man in Ascension. Obviously, probably not, but there's a lot of things out there which we don't know just because we haven't found the correct information.
So, I saw Jason talking about that, and he said that normally, if there's something important to the storyline, like really important, he'll make that like if he puts it into a cipher, he'll make that cipher quite easy to find out. If it's a cipher trying to help us towards an Easter egg step, or maybe like, like the ones we've discovered so far, they're storyline related mostly. Ciphers that aren't quite as important, but we would find cool to find out later on, like way later. That's the ones that he makes a lot harder to try and decipher, like double-in ciphers and all this crazy stuff. So, like, I feel like for the most part, most of the ciphers we've discovered are ones that we need to discover. I don't feel like there's many out there, but then I could be completely wrong. The ones on Mob of the Dead, the loading screen on Mob of the Dead, like the FFG, whatever it is, cipher, that could say anything. It could tell us the ending of the storyline, or we just don't know.
Yeah, because I know this was a few months back, but there was actually a cipher that was discovered from World at War on the bio screens of the 4 characters. And I know
Yeah.
Mr. Dalek JD and all that did a video on this, but that was just discovered. And if that has just been discovered after about 8 years, 2008, I think, World at War, 2007,
Wait.
2008, World at War was out.
Say again,
So-
the biodomes on World at War.
Oh no, the character bios on World at War.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay. So
Yeah, there was information in there which
yeah.
was
Nah,
like
the-
solved. Yeah.
the first letter of each sentence, the capital letter spelled out. I can't remember what it was. Someone's a bastard or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Maxis. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, I've seen those videos, and that was crazy in itself. Like, who didn't, think about seeing the capital letter of each sentence? Maybe that would say something. But I guess at that point we didn't realise that Treyarch were going to be so sneaky and everything like this. But obviously we were wrong.
Yeah, I feel like Jason Blundell is much more cryptic than Jimmy Zielinski was.
Yeah, definitely. But going off topic a bit, but like we spoke about zombies quite a lot. There was recently something I saw to do with YouTube, and it was that you can live stream, or you'll soon be able to live stream off your phone while you're like out in the street but basically you'll be able to soon live stream off the YouTube app, so you can do like a live vlog or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be really weird and really cool at the same time.
Yeah.
I feel like there's obviously a lot of people will use this, and I know there's a lot of vloggers out there that will use that kind of feature. Personally,
Yeah.
I won't be, but I do see how YouTube could like make that come into its advantage.
I possibly could see it as an advantage in some ways. Like, if I was on holiday and I feel like I wanted to update people, like my fans, if I had a bigger channel, obviously, and I have fans that are actually, wanting to watch my videos, but why has he not got video out this, today? It would be quick and easy just on your phone to be like, obviously I'm abroad, I don't have my laptop, explain and then just upload it, and people can they'll understand. That would be why it'd be useful for me or a gaming channel maybe. But I think for vloggers it'd be like a game changer. Like they wouldn't be able to edit their vlogs obviously, but it'd still be pretty cool.
It would. I feel if you watch vlogs a lot as well, it could really change the way you watch them. Personally, I do not watch vlogs like at all, unless there's like a zombies YouTuber does like a very quick one or something. But
Yeah.
I don't watch vlogs at all. But I know if you watch vlogs quite often, it would really change the way you watch them, basically.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I just think it'd be cool. Like, I'd like watching live videos, because at that point that person is there, like doing their job or whatever. They're there, and you know, like all the way. So when I watch Noah, for instance, I know that right now in America, there's someone called Noah who is streaming onto YouTube, and I'm here like watching him. I don't know why. Like 10 years ago, that wouldn't have been a thing. Like you'd be a bit critical. Why are you watching someone else playing a video game or whatever? But I don't know. There's something about just knowing that that person right now at this point is playing the game that you love to play as well. I don't know. That is something I just like to watch,
Yeah, definitely.
and I feel like live vlogs would also be pretty cool just because then I watch Casey Neistat. He's like my favorite vlogger, definitely. But when you watch his vlogs, they're like a day later, so it's like, oh, all that stuff's already happened, type of thing. But it'd be cool to see maybe him doing a few live vlogs, just to be like, oh, that's pretty cool to see him like live and you see how they act live. Because obviously, edited videos you can like change it up. A video is edited, and when you edit a video, it manipulates the audience into seeing you in that one way. You show the audience what you want to show them, basically, and you cut out all the things you don't want to put in. Like we were saying earlier on, we don't want to swear to our audience in like a formal video. A top 5 video, I wouldn't put in a swear word, so I'd cut that out. That's sort of manipulation, but in a good way.
Yeah, I just had to mute my mic again.
That's
But,
fine.
yeah, but I do feel it could also be a disadvantage to YouTube just because, just say somebody's live streaming like in LA and they're at like Hollywood Hills and you're like near where they live, you could stalk them essentially, which I find could be a big disadvantage, but that's probably
True.
a really big rarity, and yeah.
That is true, but what YouTube are doing now, the live streaming on a phone, is no different to what Facebook can do now. You can live stream on a phone on Facebook. Syndicate does it. Syndicate does it quite a lot. He did it when he was in New Zealand.
Mhm.
He was just live streaming him in New Zealand at night, so doing something in the camper van. But it was still cool just watching him live on, doing this thing, because it's different to his vlogs. Because obviously, like I say, his vlogs are edited. Watching a live stream is, it's cool.
Yeah, I think the Syndicate projects, live streams, if he did them live, I think like people like him who do vlogs, really like on a daily basis. Because I know honestly he's doing vlogs, starting to do vlogs more now than he is on his normal
Yeah.
videos on his main channel. But for people who do vlogs a lot, I think it would be much easier because you don't have to sit down, you don't have to edit. It's just one long continuous video, and I think the person who's watching it as well will basically feel more connected to the person who's vlogging, because I know, just say like we were saying earlier, like because we swear like and sometimes cut it out. I feel
Yeah.
like there's a lot of times in vlogs where people like swear or go like, oh, and then something will happen that they cut out and they don't want you to see. I feel like if
Yeah.
you see all that, you'll get to know the person more and you'll feel more of a connection, which could be good, could be bad, but
Yeah, definitely. Like you say, you just get to understand that person properly, which is a good thing, because then
yeah.
you're not betrayed or upset or whatever when that person you find out that person's not who you thought it was or whatever. And for a vlogger, like when people vlog, they try and portray themselves. They just want to be themselves when they vlog, which is fair enough.
Yeah, I was thinking of when I hit a K, which let's be honest, like I can't say for certain I am, but
Yeah.
if I did hit a K, I was going to do a face reveal, and then from that face reveal onwards, I was thinking of doing vlogs, and I feel like if this live streamer vlogs on your phone comes out, I feel like I would vlog a lot more, and honestly, it would help me. I would vlog much more.
Yeah. I think if I had a bigger channel, both money wise, because doing YouTube, like, it's no secret that obviously when people earn money in YouTube, they have quite a nice life, don't they? Like, they do what they love doing as a job. They make video games, or they play video games, they make videos for YouTube, but they're getting paid for that is also pretty cool. The majority of them, like when you're like quite big as a YouTuber, you can afford to do more extravagant things. so you can afford to go on holiday probably a bit more often than normal people. For instance, I'm always seeing YouTubers going abroad to different countries, for instance. So, um, that's something to vlog. Whereas at the moment, I not no, mostly stay at home in my room where I am right now. Like I got a webcam you can't see, but I got a webcam on my podcast, and this is my room I stay in most of the day. That's not really any fun vlogging. So I feel like with success on YouTube will come sort of a more exciting life, and that's when people start vlogging.
Yeah, and I feel like going back to like the live stream thing. I know
Yeah.
a lot of people have said that live streaming is a better way to connect to fans. I think I went on about this earlier as well,
Oh yeah,
but
definitely.
it will definitely give you a better relationship towards people who watch your videos, basically.
So at the moment, my because of YouTube cleaning up the subscribers, they mess it up every time.
Ah,
Yeah, I got 359 subs, right? I lost about 12 or 13 subs, which was annoying. I woke up and was like, "What? Why are people unsubscribing from me?" And then I find out that it happened to everyone, so I was like, "All right, it's not that bad because it's not like somebody physically unsubscribed, but it's still annoying because I was at like 372, and then to like try and get back to that target, it's like backtracking. Um, like obviously you probably know by now, bigger channels are losing a lot of subs. Well, they lost a lot of subs.
yeah, PewDiePie lost about 610,000,
Yeah, yeah.
but
So I'm
go
on
on.
359 subs at the moment, and most of those subs were gained through doing a live streaming. When I like certain live streaming that I'll do from the PlayStation 4, and random ones, I'll get loads of people coming in like I've never seen before, and they'll be really friendly, and they'll be like, "Oh, hey, how are you? Nice channel and everything. I'm gonna subscribe." And that's genuinely where most of my subscribers have come from, not from a random video of like a theory video that I've uploaded, but from a live stream. I think that's why Codename Pizza has grown his channel so quick, because he live streams every single day, as well as doing a video most days. So, people connect with him, and like you say, live streaming is definitely a great way to connect with fans and everything.
Yeah, with that subscriber drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to mute my mic again.
That's all
But
right. That's all right.
with the subscriber drop, um, I actually lost 200 subscribers.
Yeah.
The reason being is because I deleted inactive subs, and it might sound weird, but I'm kind of happy about that just because of the reason that I know who's active now. Like I know that 300 subs are active, everyone else isn't. Because I did get a shout out for like a giveaway or something, so that really did help.
Yeah, yeah. See, I do agree with that. You want people subscribed to you who are obviously going to watch your videos, but at the same time, you've had you were like 550 or something like that. You had 550 individual people press the red button on your channel to subscribe to you. Whether they're active or not, it's not really YouTube's business to say whether they should take it away from you. You've already hit that milestone. Why should they backtrack you and bring you back? Um, who was it? Who was it? Prestige is Key was over 1 million
Yeah.
subscribers, went back down under 1 million. I Crazy Teddy went back down under 1 million as well. Syndicate Project went back down under 10 million
Yeah, I was about to
subscribers.
say about that. Yeah.
So a lot of people hit these proper big milestones. Like I only lost like 12 subscribers from like a random number. Like it wasn't a milestone or anything. But like 1 million, 100,000, 10 million subscribers, people were losing. Enough subscribers to go back down, like into the million before. PewDiePie went from 46 million something or other to 45 million something or other because of that 600,000, like over 500,000 that he lost. Yeah, 500,000. Yeah,
Yeah, I guess it could annoy a lot of people in that sense. I did do a 500 subscriber face reveal. It was like a kind of troll video.
yeah, yeah,
But now that I'm on like 343 subs, I think I'm on now. I do like because people will watch that and they'll be like, "Well, you're clearly not on 500 subs," and they may
yeah,
not know the
yeah,
reason. I do, and if you're going to try to hit a milestone and you're hyping it up, and then suddenly you lose like 4,000 subs or so on, then I know how it can be depressing.
yeah, yeah, definitely. But I think it was I Crazy Teddy. He was there saying he believes he's like the only channel who can say that he hit 1 million subscribers twice in 8 days or something like that. Because like I say, hit it, went back down under, and then hit it again. But so, it's quite weird. But again, whether that even if that channel was deleted, YouTube deleted the channel, or like they deleted the channel, whatever. You've already hit that milestone. Like that person's subscribed to your channel or whatever. YouTube shouldn't really take them away. Like, it's just how I think. Like, yeah, you have inactive subscribers, but apparently they're forcing subscribers who are inactive, but the channel's still up. So like, if I didn't watch any of your videos and comment or anything, then it's a possibility that YouTube would then unsubscribe me from your channel. But I don't know whether that's true or not. I wouldn't have thought YouTube would have done that, but that's what I've heard.
Last year there was a massive, a similar thing happened. Oh no, this was 2 years ago. Sorry, but a very similar thing to this happened, and it's really weird because I think YouTube sometimes do it to people who like do watch active videos. Because Mr. Ruffle Waffles or Milo, he wasn't uploading, and I was like, this is a bit weird. And I actually went on his channel and find out I wasn't subscribed to him. So unless it's because I have a lot of subscriptions, so unless it's because of that, or because of the fact that they just did this sub thing, but I was kind of annoyed about that. But I did subscribe back.
I had a channel at that point 2 years ago with about 5,000 subscribers, and I went down under 5,000. It went down about 400 or 500 subscribers because of that flush that they did. At that point that was annoying. Losing any subs is annoying. Like, let alone when YouTube. Like, I wouldn't even mind it if YouTube just sends out a newsletter by email, or if they notified you. Anyway, if they just told you, right, today or next week we're going to be flushing out some subscribers. Watch out for a little bit of a drop. Don't be worried. We're just trying to keep your channel fresh and making sure that the people subscribe to you, your fans or whatever. Fair enough. Like, I wouldn't mind. Just tell us. Like, YouTube.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people rant about that.
YouTube are very good at like keeping us all up to date and everything, but like with that, it just seems they just do it and hope that nobody realizes. But of course, people are going to realize they drop subscribers. That's just the way I see it, though.
Yeah, the weird thing is though, I think this was on Twitter as well. They actually tweeted out that they didn't know what the problem was at first, so everyone was worried. They were like, somebody's hacked YouTube, and there was loads of videos going around about that, and everyone was worried. But then they obviously confirmed that it was just inactive subs. But there was a point where everyone just couldn't rely on YouTube.
They said, "Oh, we'll notify you when we know what's happening." It's like your YouTube, you should know what's happening, But to tie in that with something, like, recently there's been so many hacking, like channels getting hacked and everything. Like, it's crazy, and I need to like change my password on like YouTube and everything else to make it a lot stronger, because channels with 12 million subscribers and plus, they've been targeted, they've been hacked. Watch Mojo, they were hacked, and some other big channel. I don't know if you watch Scarce, like the news channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
So it was him that I found all the information from, all this news, and there's honestly been Poodle Corp, who's been hacking loads and loads of YouTubers with like massive subscribers, and he said, Poodle Corp said in his last tweet that the next YouTube channel that he hacks with over 5 million subscribers, he's gonna delete the channel.
Oh, that's just not on.
Yeah, and it's crazy because you have some hackers who will hack your account. I can't remember who they're called, but they've hacked like Quabblecop and people like that before. But they tell you your security is this good, you need to bump it up a little bit, and they give the account back. Fair enough, they don't do anything with your information, and they're good people. But it's people like Poodle Corp or whatever they're called who, are deleting channels and changing titles of videos just you've been hacked by Poodle Corp or whatever. It's pretty scary.
Yeah, but a thing I like about YouTube security, although it's not the greatest, I've got to admit, they do have this thing where, I'm not sure if you're aware or not, where if your channel's deleted, you have within 30 days to claim it back. So just say PewDiePie's channel was deleted.
Yeah.
He has within 30 days to get it back through like his own email, unless his email is hacked. then it is pretty easy to get back, which I like.
Yeah. Hold on. All right. Yeah, but if lost my train of thought. If PewDiePie was hacked or whatever, if like one channel was hacked, it's heartbreaking seeing the channel like being deleted. And I feel like even if that 30 days was up, um, that if you were that big, you could contact YouTube. I don't know if you know that, like the head of YouTube is Susan. Her last name is unpronounceable. I don't know if you know it. It's like some Polish word or whatever. But Susan, like, she's the one who organises all of these crazy trips to like New York and things with YouTubers going there. The YouTuber summit and that. So I reckon you could probably contact her or someone at YouTube and be like, look, I got hacked. It was like 2 months ago. Still need to sort it out. They could probably still bring your channel back in that situation.
Yeah, but I think YouTube, and this is a stupid thing to do, but I think after the 30 days, like they store your channel, and I'm pretty sure they have enough memory to keep your channel for a while. But after them 30 days, they'll just delete your channel completely and make room for more channels. That's what they. I think they, when it was first announced that they did this, it was actually on a tweet that after the 30 days, it's literally impossible to get back because they delete it completely. So
Yeah, that's crazy. Didn't realize that they delete channel because I thought maybe sort of like Facebook, they just keep everything forever. But then that poses a question: how much like storage does YouTube and Google and things like that? How much storage do they have? They must have thousands of terabytes worth of video in their like in Google like YouTube headquarters in LA or something. A big massive like storage unit thing just full of like every video ever on YouTube. Like there must be something somewhere.
yeah, like I've seen massive hardware and all that in certain buildings and places which you could probably store about a few million like subscribed channels, like probably
Yeah.
PewDiePie and Markiplier and all that. So I'm surprised that YouTube can just store this information up.
Yeah, like there are like crazy facts. I don't know the exact numbers, but it's something like every minute there are like 4 days worth of content uploaded to YouTube or that type of thing. And you think if there's that much being uploaded every minute or like every day or whatever, it's like where does it all go? Like how does it all get stored in YouTube? And like if this carried on, YouTube is a platform that's gonna keep on growing. So like that statistic, like it's a fake one because I just made it up, but there's something similar to that. That's only gonna grow. If it's 4 days worth of content in a minute, in like a few years, it would be like 10 days worth of content in a minute, or whatever. But eventually, it must run out of memory somewhere. Like they can't just keep on putting it in this infinite void of what's called the internet. I don't know. It's really confusing.
Yeah, well, what I find really weird is just say PewDiePie got hacked.
Yeah,
If just say like he didn't get hacked, although he has been hacked. If he didn't get hacked, they would still have his channel and his storage on YouTube. So why, if someone gets hacked, they have to delete it after 30 days? Why can't they just keep it forever?
yeah,
I'm not sure, because they would just say he wasn't hacked. They would keep it forever anyway. So,
yeah. It's like when you upload pictures to Facebook, they keep those pictures like forever. Like you could delete your Facebook, and 10 years later, they could use that image for like whatever, and you would be like, oh my god, that image I remember or whatever. But yeah, it's crazy. I don't know why the 30-day thing is there. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they have the ability to rebirth a channel if it's been deleted for like over those 30 days. But
possibly.
I can't be 100% sure on that. That's just my guess because obviously their security needs to be like of a certain standard to. Because at the end of the day, that's like if PewDiePie's channel got deleted and 30 days went past somehow without him knowing. Like say if he got kidnapped for 30 days and then they delete his channel or something, and then he comes back. Oh, it's been past the 30 days, that's my job gone. He could probably make a new channel, but it wouldn't get anywhere near as much as 46 million subscribers. He'd probably have like, 10 million plus maybe, because they're the active people.
And even if he did get that 40 back, there's all the views and all of that
Yeah.
that he's losing, because views do make like more money, I think, than subscribers. So he'd be losing
Yeah,
them views.
Well, subscribers don't actually make the views themselves. It's like the views make the what am I saying? The subscribers don't make money, the views make money, but the subscribers are there. It's like somebody who's going to come back and watch a video every time you upload one.
A notification, yeah.
Yeah, so technically, even at like 300 subscribers, what we're at or whatever, and then we upload a video and it gets like 6 million views, whatever, we'd get the same amount of money as what someone on the same partnership with like PewDiePie's amount of subscribers would get if you got the same amount of views.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's complicated. Like trying to set up a new channel as well, you got to go through all of that, trying to get a partnership and everything. Like there's a lot to do. So it would really be unfortunate for anyone's channel to get deleted at any stage, but especially if it's over 5 million.
Yeah, and what you were saying earlier about like after the 30 days, they'd probably be able to like renew their channel, get it back.
Yeah.
I feel like if it was PewDiePie or someone as big as like over 1 million subs, I feel like if when the 30 days passed, they may keep it for a few more days after, just to make sure, because he's got so many million subs. Just
Yeah,
to make
but
sure he doesn't want it back.
The thing is, they those YouTubers bring in so much traffic to this website that they can't afford really to lose all of that traffic.
Yeah.
And I see like a popular argument, when a load of people say that YouTubers are way overpaid, but when actually, if you think about the audiences they bring in and stuff, they're way underpaid. If you think about audience size and things, which is quite interesting to think about. Somebody gets paid like X amount to put an advertisement out or whatever for like basketball game or something, and they get so much audience. A YouTuber could easily bring in a bigger audience and get paid less.
And I know a lot of people actually say that YouTube is not a real job, and that really frustrates me because there's a lot of jobs out there that you would consider real, like working at McDonald's or something.
Yeah.
Which have a lot less skill than YouTube does. I'm not saying McDonald's personally does, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of jobs out there that require less skill than YouTube, but people will consider YouTube just like, oh, they're just playing games and recording themselves, but there's a lot of editing and a lot of...
There's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, even my videos, like, I don't have YouTube as a job. I wish I did, but I don't. But even my videos, like, I put a lot of work into them, although I don't get paid. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do put a lot of work into them. Everyone does.
It annoys me that people are ignorant to say that it's not a job, because
Yeah.
it's a new type of media. Like, people make money, and people make a lot of money if they're a director for a Hollywood film or something. This is very similar. This is a type of media that you can make and direct your own video, edit it the way you want. It's just a different type of media. And for a lot of YouTubers, they're also comedians. They're giving entertainment. They're giving information. You'll normally notice if you watch a YouTube video, you're either being informed or entertained.
Yeah.
That's a skill that not everyone can do. So it's quite a hard job, and it is a job. A lot of people just don't understand.
Yeah, like, also, like, just zombies, for example. There's a lot of times where you'll be playing zombies, and you'll look up on YouTube for a tutorial on that. If YouTube didn't exist and nobody made videos on that tutorial, you'd have to learn it all yourself, and God knows how long that'd take. So people inform you, and all the millions of views they get, obviously, are people being entertained. So it's just like, basically TV. Like, you watch a soap or something, and that gains, as popular as it is, it will gain, like, just say it get, like, I don't know, Emmerdale or something gets like 1 million views a day, then it will get as much money as popular as it is. And somebody watching PewDiePie, for example, they're finding that entertaining instead. That's their kind of entertainment. So they're providing like another, like a substitution, basically. It's like, just say you don't like that, you've got something else to go to.
I personally find TV is dying out slowly. Like,
it's definitely dying out.
There are TV shows that I like to watch, but mostly they're on Netflix. I don't even watch TV as TV is. Netflix, or I go on the internet somewhere and find like a download link or something. But other than that, I watch YouTubers, and the reason for that is it's more entertaining, and you get to know the person who you're watching as well. Like, you have the possibility of meeting up with them if they go to a convention near you or something. Like, I only live like not even an hour away from like Coventry and Birmingham, so if from Insomnia Gaming Festivals comes up, like if I got the money and everything, I can go there. And I've met YouTubers like the Sidemen, I've met like Syndicate and things, so it's like quite easy to meet people like that if you you know, if you wanted to. Whereas with film, it's a bit harder. So I feel like it's more personal on YouTube, which is what a lot of people like.
Yeah, because you get more like inside information of who they are, and if they do like vlogs, as you say on YouTube, a lot
Yeah,
of famous people on YouTube, if you consider them famous, they do vlogs.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that kind of gets into like who they are, the backstory of who they are. I think with celebrities, because people, and this isn't everybody, I think most people do realize like how much work goes into YouTube, but there will be that.
yeah,
There's some which obviously know that celebrities, like I know Simon Cowell and Tom Cruise and all that, maybe are more popular, like Mr. Dalek JD and PewDiePie and all the YouTubers. So it's
yeah.
going to be more harder. Like the chances of seeing Tom Cruise and the chances of seeing PewDiePie, it's probably more likely to see PewDiePie than Tom Cruise, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I went down to Brighton recently to go to Comic Con there,
Hmm.
and I know PewDiePie lives around that area, so I kept my eyes open just in case I'd see him. Very like quite rare still, because Brighton's a big place, obviously, but like just in case I'd see him from a distance or something. Now, obviously, you walk up and you know, as a YouTuber, like they're probably gonna. They probably wouldn't mind if you just went up in public and be like, you know, do you mind if I have a picture or something?
Yeah.
Um, YouTubers are more, I would say, friendly and more interactive with people like that. Whereas if you're an actor for a TV show, that's not quite the case. Sometimes they can be a completely different person. I've known people say like people in if they met someone from a music band or a TV show, they're a different person, and that's because when you watch them on TV or something, they're not that person in real life for the most part.
Yeah, and people, it's much harder to get to like what most people would find like the actual celebrity. Although YouTube, you technically are a celebrity, but
Yeah,
you could see PewDiePie just walking down the street with like Marty or his girlfriend or something, just casually, and then you'd
and
see
and
like
his dog. Yeah.
yeah, and you'd see Simon Cowell with like 18 security guards, and it's just like it's going to be much harder to get to that person than that
Yeah,
person.
yeah, yeah, definitely. And that all comes back to again like YouTubers. I'm not gonna lie, like it's no secret. Obviously, YouTubers in a way must like the not attention, but like when fans come up to them and say, you know, oh, I love your content. You know, do
Start
you mind
getting
if we
on
get a
you.
picture? I think YouTubers for the most part like it. I mean,
Yeah,
I
definitely.
can see how it would get annoying, but like, how amazing would it be for people to come up to you and say, "Oh, you know, I've watched you on YouTube. You know, you're such an inspiration. You know, anything like this." Whereas for some reason, I feel like with people, if they're an actor or something, for the most part, they like to just keep secluded and they don't like to really be out in the public eye like that.
Yeah,
But
I've probably only ever got like one comment ever saying like you're my inspiration, but you must think of them YouTubers that get that all the time, and
yeah, yeah,
there's people that literally want to be like them.
yeah, yeah. I've had a couple comments saying things similar to that. Not quite you're my inspiration, but you know, oh, you know, you're a really good channel, for instance, and
Yeah,
you know, oh, you know, someday you'll make it and things, which you know is always nice to hear. So I can only imagine when you're a big channel, yeah, thousands of comments every day or every video that you upload saying that type of thing. Like, you know,
and I,
it's good job.
yeah, and I feel like YouTube, you have more chance to be popular. Now I know it's hard, but when you're a
Mm.
celebrity, like unless you're like related to another celebrity, the chances of you, unless you make like a massive hit song or something or film, the chances are very like probably like 5%. On
Yeah,
YouTube, like you could your next video you could upload like I don't know top five guns. Let's just say it is for example. That could get like well maybe not 6 million, but it could get like 500,000 views just like that, and you will not even realize it could just
yeah,
blow
yeah,
up. And
yeah, exactly. Or a video that I've already got uploaded, and it may be a video that people want to watch. They just haven't found it yet, and I feel like that's the only thing keeping a small channel like mine or yours or Minuteman's or anything else like quite small at first. Once you start getting your 2,000, 3,000 subscribers, it starts growing on its own.
yeah,
But until that point, not enough people just know about like they don't stumble upon your channel, so they're like, oh, you know, I'm not going to subscribe to them just because I haven't found their channel type of thing.
yeah,
Um, but I think if everyone in the zombies community was to watch our videos, for instance, we'd have a lot of a bigger channel because obviously there'd be people who watch it and think, oh, these guys are actually pretty good, for instance. I
yeah,
think it's
definitely.
just because of the fact that not that many people have seen our videos.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I'm personally better, but there's probably we probably put as much time into our videos as some people with like 17,000 subs or something put into their videos.
Oh
It's
yeah, definitely.
just that they stumbled on their videos and not ours. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
So it's kind of luck, but also the quality of content that you produce. It's like 50-50 really.
Personally, I feel like I put in more effort than the average YouTuber, but I wouldn't say for the video quality or anything. Mainly because of the crappy laptop I have to put up with. Like when it renders, it takes hours to render, and like I the other trying to think which video it was. Like I think it was one of my it was like Doctor video on like Yuri or Doctor Gersh,
Yeah.
and it ended up taking me like 9 hours to do. Because it took me about 2 hours trying to plug in my microphone for it to work because it wasn't registering, like it was not recognized, like it was malfunctioned or something. I had to do a lot to try and make sure that that wouldn't happen and like try and fix my laptop and things. A couple hours went past. I did the audio, that took like half an hour. Make sure everything was okay, fact checking, getting the gameplay footage and everything. You know, it all just adds on, and editing it and then rendering it. I know obviously a lot of other YouTubers put in their time as well, but it'd be a lot quicker if I had the money and resources to have a better computer. It'd be a lot quicker. Rendering would be half the time. I'll plug it in, no problem, sort of thing.
Yeah, and I do agree with you entirely on that because I think it was a video I did about 3 days ago, like just before the trailer was released. There was like that the dynamic theme on PlayStation, which had the dragons on it. I did a video on that, and my mic kept crackling in it, and I feel like if like I had a better setup, that would just be literally perfect. But
Yeah,
obviously, I feel like YouTube is one of the only jobs where you put your own money into making it. So
yeah.
yeah, like being a celebrity, you just get called up. You'd be like, "Can you make this movie?" You'd get paid. With YouTube, like you need this, you need that. Like if I was using the let's just say in this call now, I was using the my laptop speaker or something, it would nowhere near as be as good quality as my Blue Snowballers.
Yeah.
So there's certain things you do need.
And if I had the money, say if I was a bit of a bigger YouTuber, I was earning money or whatever, I'd put that money into probably first of all moving into a bigger space. In the video, like right now, watching this podcast in the video, you can see one side I have a wardrobe, the other side I have where my curtain is, and that's basically my room is so small. I don't have the space. Like my microphone is down here, right, like where I'm pointing. I can't see it in the video, but it's right there on the floor. Whereas most YouTubers will have a microphone on, above them, for instance. Little
Yeah,
bits and bobs like that makes the setup a little bit more professional. Makes the voice sound a bit better because it's always in the same position. They always sit the same and everything. I'd move into a bigger space and then I'd get a better setup and everything. Like I know what I want to do. It's just money.
yeah. Like I'm in my bedroom at the minute. My bedroom is literally tiny, but I'm also saving up for a pop filter. I actually sit really far away from my mic just because I haven't got a pop filter. Also, with the Blue Snowball, there's like a little stand that comes with it, so I'm bending over to talk into it.
Right.
I've
Okay.
actually got one of them long
I, I
stands.
I
So
have a pop filter. It's not like a foam one you put over the top. It's like a metal one you put in front of the microphone.
yeah, that's which one I'm trying to get. Yeah,
Yeah, and it's like a blue. It literally just says blue because I have the blue Yeti.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, like your videos don't have to be like not yours in particular, but like any small channel, videos do not have to be perfect at first. I think at my channel at the moment, I'm like 200, maybe two and a half. I didn't try and look 200 videos in, maybe 250 odd videos. Is not loading that quick, but I got about 250 videos, and they still have a long way to go, like in terms of improving in all aspects.
yeah. Like I don't think any YouTube video is perfect because
No.
just say I don't know. I know I've referenced PewDiePie a lot, but just say there's PewDiePie and there's I don't know Noah. A lot of people or Mark. We'll say Markiplier and Noah, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that would like walkthroughs like Markiplier, but there's a lot of people who would like zombies. So like you might think like I'll think, oh Noah's video is perfect, like it's the best video out there.
Yeah.
And I'll be like Markiplier, he's terrible. I'm not saying he's terrible, but I'd be like, oh he's terrible, I'd never watch him. And there'll be someone out there who'll be like the complete opposite of me. They'll be like Markiplier's video is perfect, Noah's is disgusting. Like it's kind of your perception basically.
Yeah. 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 I know what you're saying there, but there's always room for improvement the way I see it,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
and if not, then your channel doesn't have much room to grow and improve. So, I like that there's always room for improvement. There's always things that I'd like to get. I'm quite lucky that I got myself quite a good setup as it is at the moment. Like I got like lighting equipment that I got like either side of me, so it makes my webcam look a lot better.
Yeah.
Um, got my PVR, my microphone, my Xbox and PlayStation. I got my headset, quite a good headset and everything.
Hmm.
So I'm quite lucky with the fact that I've been able to get all of this stuff, but I know not everyone can.
Yeah, like honestly, I'd say my setup's not bad, but there's a lot of things that could be improved. Like you just said, like I need a stand, pop filter.
Yeah,
Honestly, I need a bigger desk. My desk isn't the biggest. I only have one TV. I know a lot of people have two, three
I
monitors, but I
have
have
I
one.
have one drawer from IKEA that I
Yeah,
have my TV, my PlayStation, my mic next to my PlayStation is very cramped. My room is so small. I have my Xbox One on the floor. On my Xbox One, I have my PVR. Everything is so cramped together. Like my lights, one stood on the floor and it's blocking my door from being opened. By like earlier on, my mum came in my room, but she couldn't even open the door properly. The other side, I got one light that is literally leaning against the end of my bed because there's the end of my bed is there, saying, and the wall is like there, like right next, like a couple of inches apart. So in between those couple of inches, I got my other light standing there, and then to my left is like where my bed is. It's a very small room.
yeah, I understand what you're saying. I just want to quickly say something. My little
Yeah.
sister's crying in the background, so if you can hear that, I'm really sorry.
That's fine. I can sort of hear it, but it's fine. I was going to say anyway. We're at an hour and 46 minutes in, so we should
Yeah,
probably wrap up everything there. Like, I need to try and make these a little bit shorter, but it's really nice and interesting trying to talking to people. So far, I've done it with Minuteman and you,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's so easy to get carried away in talking. But I will end it, or I will start to end it here because I'll let you do whatever you need to do, and I'm getting quite tired. But I need to watch videos on YouTube, catch up, and everything. But thank you for joining me this week on the podcast. It'll be the last one for a couple of weeks. Um, but if anyone's watching this video at this point, then you'll know that I'll have Codaholic's link in the description below on the first line. If you want to go ahead and subscribe to his channel, go ahead and do so. And Codaholic, is there anything else you want to say? Any last words or anything?
well, while my sister's crying, I'd like to say thanks for having me on.
That's okay. Thank you for joining, and hopefully we'll have you on again soon, or maybe collaborated or something. If you want me to go on your podcast as well, go ahead and invite
Yeah,
me
sure.
whenever. Right. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.